everybody. Welcome to Frogfoot Holler, y'all. I'm Michael. My nephew Colton's behind the camera today. And as you can see, I have my Klein Tools headband on today. And what it does is help keep me cool and also keep sweat off my glasses. Yeah, sweat and glasses just don't work very well. But today, guys, I have something very important to tell you. It's hot outside. Yeah. Now I tell you, it's not as hot as some areas in the country, but it is very humid today. And whew, I'm glad I got this sweatband, y'all. But we're out here today planting our peas. Now the two types of peas I'm gonna be planting is zipper cream peas and pink eye purple hull peas. Pink eye purple hull. I just don't think they got enough colors in there. I think they should be pink eye purple hull red tatered peas. What y'all think? Might be too long of a day. But guys, what we did is we went through and tilled our rows and got all the grass and stuff like that broken out of the soil. And I went through and made 2 rows per bed, as you can see. Now, what this does is it allows me to get twice as many peas or seeds. Hello, bee. I have a bee. Bye, bee. Woo. But it allows me to have twice as many plants in one bed. Now, peas is one of those things where you can actually plant heavy. Most of the time, the directions will tell you plant about 2 inches apart. Yep, that's that far apart, y'all. So you can actually plant a lot of peas in a small area. And that's what we're gonna do today. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be planting my pink eye purple hull peas in this row over there. And then I'll be planting my zipper cream peas in this row right here. So, yee, I stepped in the bed. Oh, shame on me. Oh well, it still looks like a row. So while I step over the bed this time, what we're gonna be doing, I'm gonna be getting me a little handful of peas like this, and I'm just gonna be dropping them. I'm not worried about how many, how far, anything like that, because it'll be perfectly fine. Now, once I get both rows filled in, or if I can convince my nephew to take the rake and fill in as I put the peas down, he'll be covering up. All right, so out of force of learning through experience, I'm gonna take this package of peas where I left off and I'm gonna put it down just like that right there. That way I don't confuse myself later on. Because trust me, when you miss a gap like this, it aggravates you. Yeah, done that too many times. All right, guys, so what I'm gonna do, I only need about a ½ inch of dirt over this. So I'm just gonna very lightly pull in my dirt, just like this. Uh-oh, seed package, stopping there. All right, now the way I did these rows, I'm not gonna touch this middle dirt any. So I'm gonna flip onto this side and I'm gonna come through and knock some more dirt in from this outside edge. Just like this, guys. Just like this. Now I'm gonna go back through. Do, 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 do. I have no clue what's wrong with me today, guys. Do, 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 do. It might be that sweet tea I drank. Might be too much sugar in it. Yee! All right, guys. So me and my nephew, we're going to be planting our, I almost said sweet pea purple hulls, guys. I'm going to be planting my pink eye purple hulls in this row, and I'm going to be planting my zipper creams in this row. Now, is that all the peas I'm going to be planting? No, it's not. See, here's the thing, guys. I got some squash down there in the front field y'all know about. Yeah, that stuff's coming up. We've pulled almost 200 or 300 pounds of squash off this year. Yeah, we're about squashed out right now. So we're going to pull up all those plants down there, and we're going to be making our pea bed down there. No, we're not going to be peeing in the bed. We're going to be planting peas in the beds. Yeah, no matter which way I say it, just don't sound right, does it? I got to quit that. All right, guys. So we're going to hit super frog mode, and we're going to get to hopping. I have peas in my bed. I have peas in my bed. I have peas in my bed. Hey, don't do that too fast. Ugh. All right, guys. So I got peas. I got my purple whole peas on this side. I got my zipper creams on this side, guys. Yay! I'm gonna have me some peas this year. All right. So, guys, the peas I'm talking about are also called field peas. They're a summertime pea. They're different than your sweet peas or your English peas that you plant during the springtime or fall time. These love heat. So the reason why I waited until the end of June to do this is because I was waiting for dark nights. See, the old farmer's tale says, dark nights in June is when you plant. And, well, dark nights in June is when you plant your peas. And, well, I kind of missed the first dark nights because they were at the 1st of June. Oops. So I waited until the end of June. And June 28th was the start of it. So I'm planting my peas in the dark nights of June, even though it's the daytime right now. All right, so now we have to head down to the front field and pull some squash. Whew. We have gotten a lot of squash, y'all. All right, so let's head down there and get to jump into super frog mode and get some squash pulled up. We have jumped down to the front garden, y'all. All right, so right behind me, you can see the squash all the way over there. Yep, all that squash, y'all. And all of it's coming up. I'm losing my squash. Yeah, I got plenty of squash. Plus, I have plans on planting a later crop of it. So I don't mind losing this. We have plenty of squash for what we need right now. And, well, it's time to get something else on the ground. So we're going to be going through picking squash. This is my sunburst patty pan. And this is my one ball squash. And we're going to be taking the squash, putting it in the basket, and taking the plant and putting it on the trailer. And the reason why we have the trailer is because, do you know how many trips this would be with the wheelbarrow? So, guys, we're going to get to hopping and jump on getting all this done in super frog mode and get jiggy with it, y'all. Let's get to hopping. Alrighty, guys. All right, so as you can see, we got this bed cleared up. This is no longer my squishy squash bed. It's going to be my pea bed. Really got to stop doing that. It don't sound right. So, guys, I got some old seeds, which I planted up there in the main garden. And I got new seeds down there. In that little bag, you can see a little bit down there. And I got to make sure I run out of my old seeds before I use the new seeds. That's typically what you want to do. Now, these seeds ain't but a year old, but I still want to run out of them before I get those out. Now, the same thing I did up in the main garden, I'm going to do down here. I'm going to put my purple whole peas here, and I'm going to put my zipper creams here. So, me and my nephew are going to be doing the exact same thing. We're going to go through, and I'm going to be dropping a bunch of seeds all the way down these rows. And this row, one way, is a little over 100 feet. I got 2 rows per bed. Whoops, there goes the seed. I got 2 rows each, so I'm doubling up my bed space by doing these double rows like this. So that's 200 foot of peas. Now, rule of thumb, or at least my rule of thumb, is about every 2 inches. And again, that's just one of those, if it happens to make it 2 inches, it's 2 inches. If it happens to be 1 inch, it's 1 inch. Peas is something I don't mind planting really, really heavy. But given that, it's gonna take roughly 1 pound of peas per 100 foot row. So that means I got 2 rows at 100 feet each. I need 2 pounds of seeds. That's a lot, but as it is, we're gonna be some pea picking frogs out here when time comes. So me and my nephew, we're gonna jump into super frog mode again and get all these peas planted. The pea planting's done, the pea planting's done. All right, guys, we have our peas planted and I'm doing a froggy dance. I'm about to get wet. Yeah, that's cold. So as you can see, I'm standing here with the sprinklers on, and even though that is nice, cool, cold water, as warm as I am, it's really, really cold on me. So we got our purple holes planted right here, and we have our zipper creams in the rows behind me. And oh, there we go again. It's cold. All right, so the zipper creams and the purple hole peas, it's cold. I gotta hurry up. The zipper creams and purple holes here, I'm not really expecting them to do much because the deer are going to be eating these peas almost definitely. What I'm doing is, this is kind of an experimental garden right now. My main pea process is going, yeah, that's, woo, both of them got me. My main peas I'm gonna be getting is in the main garden. What I'm doing down here is doing an experiment with peppermint oil. I'm gonna use peppermint oil, essential oil, and water, and I'm gonna be spraying these beds down here to see if the deer will keep away from the garden. I noticed it with my squashes that the deer stayed away from the gardens while I was spraying the peppermint oil down here, and it allowed the squash to get bigger. I don't know if it's going to do the same thing with the peas. They just might be hungry enough to where they're going to have to, whew, that's cold, they might be hungry enough, they might risk the peppermint oil, but I'm going to make sure I spray it real good down here. Now, with the sprinklers going, whew, right now, I'm making sure that the seeds get plenty of, my nephew's laughing so much at me right now. I'm making sure that the seeds get plenty of water so they can go ahead and start the germination process. So I'm gonna leave this water on for quite a while down here and make sure this soil is good and soaked. Now remember, I have sandy soil, so the water's gonna drain out of here fairly quickly. Whew, fairly quickly. And well, speaking of getting out of here, I think I'm about done getting wet, y'all. All right, guys, this has been Michael with Frogfoot Holler saying, I'm about to get wet again. All right, guys, y'all have a froggy day.